welcome back.
Welcome back.
Welcome
back.
Hey, that's some good audio.
All right.
Yeah. Are we loud enough? Are we coming in clearly? Test 1, 2.
1,
Sega.
2. DJ StevieMill on the 1s and 2s.
That's right. Nice. We appreciate that, Zell. Thank you very much. And
Appreciate it.
yeah, let's just go back to the beginning, just in case.
We really should, yeah.
Just in case there were any issues before that you really couldn't hear the beginning. I definitely apologize for those technical difficulties. Thank you all for being patient. And let me, and all of us, wish you a hearty
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Let's go.
Welcome back to StevieMill Plays. I'm StevieMill. We're here with some amazing TTRPG, some Dungeons and Dragons action for everyone tonight. Super excited. We did take a week off last week for everyone to rest up and to enjoy the rain we've had almost every day.
Pretty much. Great napping weather.
But thank everyone for tuning in, and of course for following, for supporting the channel. For checking us out on YouTube, YouTube/StevieMill Plays. All the videos get sent right to there once we're done streaming. If we're also checking out our other variety content like Magic the Gathering and retro games and fun stuff like Dokapon that we did last week. That was super fun. So we can't wait to set up Chapter 2 of that for everyone to check out. And yeah, we'll do some quick introductions. As far as getting all the characters in line is where they're at from the end of the last session. I am the humble game master, StevieMill, here with some D&D that's not quite D&D. But so if you haven't seen it before, you're in for a treat. Some progressive D6 play and action here. So excited to have everyone check it out. And we've got some amazing, wonderful players that have been hanging out here in the Plunder Dome since the beginning of the year. Doing these weekly episodic sessions, and they've gone from level 1, beginning characters, up to level 5s and level 6s. Powered up each in their own right. So as they're continuing through the land of Argela, we're gonna do some introductions here in just a moment. But before that, I also want to our the fourth person of the quartet, Levi, will be here momentarily, doing some birthday fun. So we definitely know he's having a good time. We were actually doing some night games before we started too. Everyone was having some fun. We're rolling some dice and flipping some cards too. We've got a fun night game that we're gonna try out on stream and see how it works. And if anyone that's watching has punched their night game ticket by spending mill, then they'll be able to play along with us tonight as well. So super excited about that. And we will get to the introductions and the games here in just a moment.
Wait, what?
Thought for sure that it was going to be right into an ad there.
Hey,
I mean,
it wasn't.
They could be watching ads, we don't know.
That is true. That's a good point.
Oh yeah, that's true, because everyone is different, right? So yeah, maybe. But I am StevieMill. I've been a homebrew, board game, card game, tabletop game designer ever since I was probably 12 or 13. So it's always been a big passion of mine to make new games, make fun new systems. But of course, my baby, this PD D6 progressive D6 tabletop game that I've been running since I was a young chap. Had many amazing epic adventures over the years, over the states, over the countries, over the times and places. It's always been something that people love to play. So we wanted to bring it on Twitch, and so that we could give a good opportunity to show just all the crazy things that are going to happen here. those introductions for myself out of the way, we'll do a quick round the table here as far as the characters everyone is playing. Everyone talk about their character motivations and what they think or they hope that this session has in store for them. And actually based off the intro, if you saw the intro name, I'm going to give you a little information, but go ahead.
My name is Caleb. I play Irving, the blind avian monk. He's just really looking to get stronger, be able to take more hits, give more hits, be faster. General monk stuff. Pass it over.
I'm Nehemiah, playing Slippy, the Bardic Slime Symphoneer. We're going everywhere, far and near. With Zupenis LLC, the mightiest party, we have nothing to fear. We'll pick up NPCs, take your mill. We'll do something strange. You might not even get the kill.
Hey.
I'll take it over to Drum. He might be sipping on some water, aka that swill.
What an introduction, y'all. Our bard is elegantly eloquent, and I'll just leave it right there in that little box.
Point for those
Leave it right in the little box with the bow. This is why we have so much fun here, as we have such an amazing, diverse, types of characters that we get to play and have fun with. Tell us a little about what did you say? Drum? Tell us a little about Drum.
I'm Spurge, also known as Drum, the Namekian Dark Mage. Big green, how it goes. He likes to meditate, he likes to fish, he likes to gamble. He can't hold his drink, but he's working on it. Still just trying to get out the sand and get in the woods, get near some water.
No matter what realm or world or game you're in, the beach is always just the place I'd want to go to hang out, because who doesn't love sand and waves and, well, catch a gigantic fish. So when we had left off at the end of the last session, the quartet had, or I'll say the quintet with their NPC Egan in tow. They had made their way along the long, winding beaches of the northern continent for at least 2 days, I want to say, worth of really just straight walking. And then they stopped along the way to scavenge some treasure and catch some fish, and have as much fun as they could as they were making their way down an endless stretch of beach. They definitely did. And
a little fun inter-party quarrel.
Oh man, look,
scuffle, if you will.
Yeah, there was a Scions of Shimmerset civil war for a couple of weeks.
Please go back and watch that on the YouTube. Definitely.
Let us know if you're Team Sprinkles or Team Slippy.
Yes. Go back and let us know how you thought that was going to go, because it was definitely an amazing moment as they found themselves, fighting each other. Anything could have happened. We did arrive at a peaceful resolution and a cessation of hostilizations, if you call it that. But well, we have $sign already saying that. We have $sign in the chat saying that he's Team Sprinkles. Now, that's Team Sprinkles up 1 point already.
I mean, I personally,
thank you for voting for who I should attack while they're not here.
Me personally, I am voting for the team of fishing on the beach side.
Yeah, that's true. We're kind of the neutral. We were pretty much the green party.
We literally fished while they were wrestling in the sand.
There you go.
You try to get in between us with the
We have another vote. We have another vote for Team Slippy.
You got a Team Slippy? Let's go.
So we have a vote for Sprinkles and for Slippy. So as of right now, it's
you can have 2 votes for Slippy because Egan's on his side too.
That's true.
Nah, I won't accept Egan's biases. He'd probably vote for one of y'all too.
What is that emoji?
Oh yeah, there's
like
a
whole
emoji
octopus?
set for
Like
that.
an
I think
octopus?
there's like 5 of them.
Wow. That's sick looking.
Pretty sweet, right? Pretty sweet.
It's like a little octo monster.
Thank you, Zach Attack, for voting for Team Slippy. We appreciate your services.
Yeah, definitely. We will drop some D6s in the chat for everyone showing their support for for our great party members while they were working through their characters' differences. But it was amazing as it played out. So definitely go back and check it out if you haven't seen it. It's incredible. The quintet made their way across the long beach until they finally arrived at a mountain port town, Moffrin Port. The first thing that they did once they gained entry into the town was to find an inn or a tavern and rest for the night. So, first and foremost, I want to make sure that everyone's fully healed as far as your HP and your AP, that everything's all fully healed up. And
caravan rolls.
Yes, a new day will be starting, and so there will be more opportunities as they now have control of a caravan. And again, something you have to go back and watch way early on at the beginning of the session to see just how they corralled that caravan and really annexed it and took control of it. And they're really with the NPCs that they've recruited so far, they're using that to man the caravan, and it generates money for them, and it deals in some items. And the NPCs that are there are of course building their own characters and performing their duties and their actions every day. And so those are things that they'll be able to roll for as well. And so once the day starts, you'll be able to line up all those rolls. But for now, as the 5 of them found themselves in the dingy dockside, which is the name of the sand-blasted, salty, dingy-looking seaside tavern, and each individual room is very similar, and that was just a simple cot with a very simple 2-standard little squat dresser, a couple of hooks to hang your coats and your weapons, and a lantern, sitting lit on the table. And you had bought 4 rooms, all really adjacent to each other, around the side of the inn, facing the water and the docks itself, which even at that late point in the night that you had been traversing, you had noticed boats coming and going, boats sitting there docked, loading or unloading supplies, or being under stages of repair. At least a dozen stretching out in front of you in the docks itself. The city itself, you noticed though, is sort of beveled, several feet down as soon as you entered into the gate or the wall of the city. Of course, I called it walls, but the section of it where it's facing the ocean, it's not really like walls there, more like some dunes of sand and some thicker wooden planks. But for the majority of the area around the city, it's either mountains behind it, which many of the larger homes and manors are nestled into, but around some of the outer perimeter, there is a higher section of 30-foot tall, heavy oaken planks of thick, solid wood that's pointed at the top, making a crude wooden wall made out of almost like knocked down trees. Though the area that's facing the ocean itself doesn't really have any wall there, allowing you to look out over the water from the windows of your inn rooms. Though you didn't really get a chance to really enjoy those, as you had walked right into your rooms and just fallen over into your cots and just been instantly asleep. There is one thing that we do love to do when all the characters find themselves all asleep at the same time. Normally, in a game like this, they would just rest peacefully through the night, maybe having good dreams, maybe having bad dreams. Maybe relishing in memories or contemplating futures that may never be. But in these sort of nights when they find themselves sleeping, they find themselves in a different kind of place. It's a place where the thoughts and the consciousnesses can go between worlds, between time, between the space between heartbeats, but yet it can last as long as a week. And we'll say, of the 3 of you, who has the highest luck?
Okay, 3.
Mine 4.
So, is it a dream? I mean, you feel like your body is moving, yet you feel like you're floating, as if you're lying on your back just sleeping away. When normally it's just darkness with your eyes closed, you see a shimmering of rainbow hue-like energy over your whole vision. And as it pushes out in front of you, you see crystalline blue skies. You see white flowing clouds at your ankles sweeping out as far as you can see. Are you bounding forwards or just standing still? You get a sense of movement with no motion. But then walking next to you is Irving, tall, somewhat lanky avian monk with his wings flared out behind him. And though you know that he can't really see, in this strange dreamlike state between worlds and between minds, he seems to be looking around and down at you as though he can see just fine. And on the other side of you is walking Drum. Even in this corporeal dreamlike state, he's brooding, stalking forward with his hood over his shoulders. He seems lost in thought. How can you be lost in thought while you're dreaming?
He's dreaming about his thoughts.
He may be lost in the sauce.
Yeah, don't get lost in the sauce, y'all. Everyone knows whose game it is, and that's StevieMill.
No.
Yeah. Had to cut a promo for
Nice.
y'all. We love it. We love cutting a savage promo here.
We love promos around here.
Who doesn't love running up to a big bad guy and just be like, now let me tell you something, brother.
Listen here, jabroni.
What are you gonna do when Slipomania runs wild on you?
Ooh.
Take that L, that's what they're going to do.
Here comes the
Bars.
monologue.
And so I'm in this dreamlike place where your minds and your realities seem to meet. Suddenly a column of light plunges down from the sky in front of you as all the clouds around you sweep away in every direction in a perfect circle around it. Stepping out from that is a figure that's wearing like dark brown and black flecked armor. With a dark brown and black helmet on, an impressive-looking, enchanted sword at his hip, and he's wearing, not a cape or a cloak, but looks like multicolored, like big bird wings strapped to his back. He's stepping out, and you can see as he steps out of the shimmering portal that behind him is this strange black night-like space with yellow, spongy ground all around him, and strange purple trees hanging in the distance. It's an alien world that you've never seen before. As the portal closes, StevieMill dusts something off of his shoulders and looks at you guys and he says, "Look, if you can help it, don't go traveling around the end. It's really an awful place. I don't recommend it."
We can barely handle the beginning. We'll be going there.
The end, not a place to mess around in. If you know, you know, for sure. It is the worst. But while you're in this dreamlike place, you can play night games. And if anyone has spent the mill, built up through hanging out with us in the chat and listening along to the game, you can pay that 1,500 mil to punch a ticket for these night games. So if you want to play along with us as far as the games that we're playing, or if you have a character in another campaign and you want to go ahead and win them some fantastic prizes and some mil, you can go ahead and get that ticket punched. You can spend your 1,500 mil, but someone else can definitely gift that for you too if they would like. And take a look at all the other fun things that you can do down there by clicking on the. I know it looks like a little clock. That's actually a mil coin. Don't let Twitch fool you. Click on that. Click on that little mil coin down there, and all the different options will come up for things that you can spend. The players' names are on the screen there, so you can definitely gift a sweet reroll shard to someone. Or you can change the hands of fate, and you can make myself re-roll the dice. So tons of fun stuff to do. I do know that we do have someone that already has their ticket punched for this night game. That is Will, the legend known as Wilhelm. Are you in the chat with us tonight, sir?
I don't see him on the viewer list right now.
Oh well, he did punch his ticket to the next night game that we have. Though if he's not in the chat, and we'll give him just a couple of moments just to make sure. You can always catch us on the next night game. That ticket is good for the next night game that we participate in that he's in the chat for. And the night game that we were playing tonight is actually something interesting. It is something a little different. We were playing a simple game of item reward progression, where I would start them all out with a basic item, something in the game that's very basic, some level 1 item, and then they were playing a high-low. They were going to guess if the next number is going to be higher or lower than the one before. And if they guessed correctly, then that item gets a free upgrade. It just moves up to the next scale of power. And if they lose, then, it didn't cost you anything to play. But you can still definitely rank yourself up to get some incredible items. I've already given out some pretty incredible stuff already tonight as far as for their characters. It's been pretty amazing. So we're going to go ahead and do one of those fun little night games now. Is Will with us in the chat?
I could also message him too, let him know, but not right now, not yet.
Let me see how well these show up on the. Well, they show up pretty well. You can see what number those are. And we're going to be using a standard deck of playing cards. It's going to be 52 cards for this high-low game. And again, they're just going to see a number out of the deck. And, they're going to bet their item. If they want to wager that the next card that I reveal will be higher than that card, or if it'll be lower. And so we can go ahead and...
Do we want to move that, or at least flatten it?
Do you think it might be a better view? Yeah, because we're not rolling dice. We're not rolling dice as far as we're revealing cards.
Mm-hmm.
I think that'll look better.
Oh, that'd be cool. Yeah.
Yeah, we can do that.
That's
Nice.
yeah.
Fantastic.
Good call.
And so StevieMill is going to give everyone a copper ring.
Oh.
Now it's by itself just a simple copper ring. No innate powers or abilities in it, but I'm going to go ahead and flip a card, and that card is a 4. Now, do you want to bet that copper ring that the next card I flip will be higher or lower than a 4?
Yeah, I'm betting that it's going to be higher.
I'll also say higher.
We have 2 bets that the next card is going to be higher. I'm
I'll
sorry.
also bet it's higher.
So they're all going to wager their copper rings that the next card that I flip is going to be higher than a 4. Well, we're going to go ahead and do it now, and we are going to reveal an ace. Well, that is definitely higher, so I'm going to turn everyone's copper ring into a golden ring. Instead of being made of copper now, it's just a band of solid gold. Worth some mil in its own right if you wanted to go that route. But we have an ace showing, and so this next opportunity is going to be if you want to bet that golden ring that the next card that I reveal is going to be higher or lower than an ace.
I bet it's going to be lower.
Yeah,
I don't think it's going to be another ace. But
It's
we've already
possible.
seen that happen. So.
Yeah, I'll bet lower.
All right, we have everyone betting their golden rings. That is not next card I reveal is going to be lower than an ace. It is a 5.
Let's go.
It is not only lower, but much lower. It's everyone's golden rings upgrade to we'll call them jeweled rings. It is a band of gold, but it has a fine-looking gem emblazoned on the front of it. It looks like it could be a ruby.
Hey, that's literally just like my class ring. My class ring is a gold band with a big ruby in the middle of it. So let's go.
Look, things don't happen on accident around here. I've learned that long ago. There's no such thing as accidents.
Can't escape from crossing fate.
You cannot escape the true hands of fate, as Slippy so eloquently put it. You definitely can't. And with these jeweled rings now, will you keep them, or will you bet that gemmed ring that the next card I reveal will be higher or lower than 5?
I'm going to bet it's higher.
We have a bet that's going to be higher.
Go with your gut. Don't overthink it. If you overthink it, you're going to lose.
Higher.
Let's go. Now that I said that, it's going to be lower.
Yeah.
Second guess yourself.
I'm just gonna keep the ring.
Nice. So you put that in your inventory. We'll say it's a ruby ring. And for the other 2 players that are betting, we are going to go ahead and reveal the next card. The next card is a jack. It is
That's
higher. And so those ruby rings that you you did both bet, are now going to be upgraded again. And we'll call them crimson rings. It is a ruby ring. Actually, it's not a crimson, I mean fire. They're both fire rings. Which in this game, if you have an elemental ring, it gives you some basic resistance against that element. But if you're a spellcaster or you have abilities that use that element, it'll give a natural improvement to those abilities because you have an elemental ring that supports it. And sometimes things like the water ring will let you breathe underwater for a short period of time. Things like a wind ring will make you lighter for a moment, and they have some different quirks and effects with each one. But a fire ring is just that, a golden ring with red streaks of magic coursing around the surface of it. And if you were to focus on it, it would expand. The red lines would glow a bright red. Now, will you bet those fire rings that the next card I reveal will be higher or lower than a jack?
I'm actually going to cash out and keep that fire ring.
Sick. I would have bet that it's lower.
Put that in your inventory, sir. That is one fire ring. You're going to place a bet that the next card is going to be...
lower.
He's going to wager his fire ring that this next card is going to be lower than a jack. Now, we are going to see. We are going to see. It is a deuce.
Yes!
Incredible. Incredible. So we will upgrade that fire ring to a blaze ring. It's just a higher level of fire ring. Offers a bit more protection and resistance against fire abilities. And if you use any fire spells or abilities, it gives them, again, another level of improvement and increase.
Nice.
Now, that is 1, 2, 3, 4... 4 cards. The 4 is... Oh, it's 5 cards so far. All right. It is a deuce, so I already feel like I already know what you're going to bet. But I'm going to go ahead and ask, do you want to wager that blaze ring that your next roll is going to be higher or lower than that too?
Yes, higher.
We have a wager that his next card is going to be higher or lower than the 2.
Please don't be a 2.
It is another jack.
Oh, wow.
That turns that blaze ring into a, we'll call it a, one above blaze, one with an inferno. I'll call it a cinder ring.
Nice.
So, and now that you're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I think this ring can only level up one more time. But do you want to go ahead and wager that that cinder ring will be higher or lower than the jack, or will we keep it?
Yeah, I'm going to wager that it's going to be lower.
He's going to go all the way, folks. Going all the way to the 7th tier,
I'm going
wanting
for
to
distance.
bet if it's going to be higher or lower than the jack.
I'm going for
It is a king!
No!
It is a king!
Icarus flew too close to the sun.
I mean, I'm not going to say I don't deserve it, but man, that sucks.
Oh, no.
All right. All right. Okay.
I don't blame you. I would have done it too.
Well,
You had already got the fire ring, so I figured worst case scenario I could just buy that off of you. So I was just like, I'll see how far I can go.
But he
And I
uses
lost it
fire-based
all.
attacks.
Huh?
He uses fire-based attacks.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
I
I'm
can
putting
still
my ring on
buy
my
it.
gloves.
Nice, nice. The fire ring went to someone who will definitely have a solid use for it, and that is how the game works. You can sometimes often walk away with some good amount of money or some good loot.
Or you might get a hearty thanks for playing.
Or you might get that hearty thanks for playing, y'all, and I really hate that.
But
He says he hates it, but he loves hitting you with it.
But when we came up with the game, I got something way cooler than a Crimson Ring, so I'm cool.
Yeah, when we sort of conceived and ran this game for the first time before the stream started, he went all the way again, but succeeded to get a top level item. Which, should he decide to use it, once his character wakes up, you'll get to see its full effects and its spectrum of goodness. So I can't wait. I cannot wait. I cannot wait for everyone to see. So for this next one, instead of flipping cards, we are going to instead just roll a simple D20, and we are going to give everyone the option and the opportunity to. If it's a D20, I feel like if it's all the way up here, will I be able to?
Oh yeah, we'll,
Yeah, this one. Try this one.
yeah.
We do a test roll. Well, it does go all the way down, but that is a 6. But how well you can see it. So I'm gonna again give everyone one item, and then I'm gonna roll the dice. And you know what? For every turn that we take, I'm gonna let our players here roll these dice for it too. So we're gonna give everyone a chance to spin some dice to try to change their fate and win some items. So for this next item, I am going to just give all three of you a pair of leather boots.
Sick. Okay, my dice. Thank you, sir.
Do you want to keep those leather boots, y'all? I mean, they're just simple-looking leather boots. Look like they're made by a level 1 cobbler somewhere. Do you want to keep those boots, or do you think that you want to bet on my 2? I roll the 2, y'all. Do y'all think that the next roll is going to be higher or lower than the 2? If you want to bet, you can go ahead and bet your boots.
I bet my boots that it's going to be higher.
I do the same.
Okay.
Also, I don't know if the boots are really made for bird feet, for talons.
I don't think I could wear boots either. I don't have legs.
True.
So.
It's crazy. This game, when it's something like a pair of boots, most of the characters are like, I can't equip this.
DJ Stevie says, I have been put into a dilemma.
Shoes?
We could say it's just transracial footing. That way.
Yeah, I mean, you could still equip them in your inventory.
You can call them universal boots.
Even if they aren't inherent to your character's natural body's physiology, I'll still let you equip them in your equipment slot or in your accessory slot, and you've got them equipped.
It's got like cowboy boots off of
so even if you want your character
Mm.
graphic in game to just have your feet feet out,
Like
that's fine. You'll still equip the boots.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be like that and say that if you don't have feet, you can't equip the boots.
Nice.
Why would I do that?
I can see Slippy now, just like they stuck onto
I want
boots.
to use the boots for the predate kick move.
Yeah.
Shooting out your body.
They just move throughout his body like fluently.
Nice. So will you bet those boots that the next dice roll will be higher or lower than 2?
Yeah, I'll take the bet. It'll be hard.
All right. If play is going to the left, then we are going to let Drum roll this dice to see if he rolls higher or lower than a 2. Drum rolls a 4.
Higher than a 2.
Barely got there. So those leather boots are upgraded to we'll call them knee bracers. They are boots, but they're made out of hardened leather plating that comes up to right below the knee, which some infantrymen wear to offer basic protection over their legs. So it goes up almost to the knee, and it's made out of hardened plates of leather.
Sick.
And will you bet those leather plated boots that the next dice roll will be higher or lower than a 4?
I'm gonna bet that it's gonna be higher again.
Higher.
Yeah, I'll bet hard.
All right, all 3 bets that it's going to be higher. Slippy, go ahead and cast the dice. It is a 15. Nice.
Wow.
So those leather boots are going to be upgraded to we'll call them silver knight's boots. They are silver plated boots that go up to right above the shin, and they are meant for knights to wear. They're made out of polished silver.
Let's go.
And will you bet those boots, those silver knight boots, that the next dice roll will be higher or lower than a 15?
And our feline friend is on the way.
He's
OT Dubs. He's ready for some loot, ready for some
I
night
hope he wasn't
games.
driving while he was typing that.
Yeah, man. Please don't text and drive, y'all. That is
Yeah, you feisty cat.
Please make sure that y'all are driving safe. And
Matter
we
of fact-
appreciate it.
Can we get a minor setback for $sign in the chat?
Yeah, we need a Slippy minor setback for texting and driving. I'm just kidding. We don't know if he's texting. We don't know.
Be
Most
safe,
likely
$sign.
not. He's a smart guy.
We will see you this time. So as far as those silver-plated boots, does anyone want to keep them or bet them that the next dice roll will be higher or lower than a 15?
I'm gonna bet that it's gonna be.
I bet lower.
Wait, I'm gonna be rolling it, so I'm gonna bet lower too.
We have 2 bets on lower.
I'll keep the boots.
Nice. They're silver knight boots.
Nice.
Yeah, made out of fine plated silver, so worth a little money.
That's good.
All right. Well, you're gonna go ahead and roll this dice to see if it'll be lower than a 15. It is a 3.
That is lower than a 15.
It is a 3. That is definitely lower than a 15.
That's 1/5 of a 15.
So those silver-plated knight's boots, they become, we'll call them...
The golden greaves.
Should I upgrade it up to gold? Gold's not really great for armor.
Yeah,
it's
really valuable too, and it breaks.
Yeah, pretty not OP for armor.
Bronze greaves?
But I'll upgrade them to...
Ooh, silver studded.
Have they got spikes in them so we can kick people?
Yeah, it enhance your kicking damage.
I'll call them silver stomping boots. So there is a small magical enchantment laid within these silver knight boots, to where if you're jumping or falling towards something, if you want to take the impact with your feet, I'll let you roll to make an impact on the ground when you land while you're wearing them.
Nice. We get like a death from above move.
That'd pair with the move you already have too.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if slow fall would really help a.
Can maybe get you into a position to maybe.
You can choose not to slow fall. And don't you have Talon Dog?
I do have Talon Dive. Talon Dive with some stomping boots.
Talon Dive plus stomping boots. We got combos. I love it.
Synergizes with your kit.
I think I'm still gonna bet it.
Wow. Well, you guys
'Cause
can take those silver stomping boots and use them to your heart's content, or you can bet them back. That's
I'm
a
gonna
nice
bet.
dice roll.
I'm gonna bet higher.
I'm gonna bet higher too.
It's higher than 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, the Dungeon Master is going to decide this right now. We are going to see what the bet will be. It is a 1!
Oh.
It is a 1!
I knew our
It is a 1!
Come on.
I can't believe it. I
already have special boots. I had nothing to lose anyway.
Wow.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Heavy boots.
I cannot believe that. The odds were definitely not in the favor of that happening. What happened, it did. So you guys go home with a hearty thanks for playing. We could,
I mean, I get it. You push your luck too far. It's like you said earlier.
Icarus, you fly too close.
Yeah.
Nice. Now I will give everyone one hunting knife.
I can use that very well.
And I will go ahead and roll the dice. The dice number I roll is a 17. Will anyone bet that hunting knife, that knife's dice roll will be higher or lower than a 17?
I bet lower.
Ooh. Are you rolling it? I bet lower.
I am wrong.
Oh yeah, he's on this.
I should have bet higher.
Yeah, I'll bet lower.
Alright, we have bets that it's going to be lower, and everyone has placed their bets. The roll is a 17!
Ooh, we all...
Everyone loses. Look, the dice can be a cruel mistress sometimes. It technically wasn't lower, so they did not win. And so whatever that prize's future may have been, won't be known to us. Won't be known to
I
us.
said it after I said that I said lower. I said that I should have said higher because of you're rolling it.
Hey,
You would've been wrong
back,
anyway.
Welcome back, Will. Welcome back.
Welcome back. Hey.
Let's go.
Thank you for tuning in, sir. We are rolling these night games, and you have already punched your night game ticket. Would you like to hang out with us and play in some night games?
We shall await your response.
You know it.
Let's
go.
Let's go. So we're playing an interesting game here, to where I'm just giving everyone a very basic level 1 item, and then they're sort of wagering it on whether the dice rolls we're rolling are going to be higher or lower than the one before. And if you succeed, the item just levels up in value and power. How high will it go? We'll find out this time. So what I'm going to do with this time, as far as a starting item, I am going to give everyone a
Oh, by the way, Sprinkles wants to know if we could do an intermission when he gets here. But I was just.
Oh
gonna
yeah,
ask.
yeah. We'll do an intermission when he gets here, so we can get everything set up for him to have a seat.
That worked.
To join the
So for
party.
this night game, I am going to give everyone a cypher staff.
Hey.
Nice.
So how this works, Will, is that your character Wilhelm in the other campaign, his character at this point gets a cypher staff. I am going to roll the dice, and the dice roll is a 2. So so what you can do, Will, is just like everyone else here. You can let us know in the chat if you want to bet that item that you think the next dice roll is going to be higher or lower than a 2. And if you do, let us know which one you think it's going to be. And guys, go ahead and place your bets.
I'm gonna bet hard.
I also bet higher. Will also bet higher.
Higher.
But I could bonk people if I lose
It is a bonk stick. It is a good bonk stick.
All right, it could be a cooler bonk stick, so I'm gonna go for bonk stick 2.0. And I'm gonna bet higher.
All right, it is higher. Drum, go ahead and cast those dice.
Oh, wouldn't it be you might as well?
Oh,
Wait, he started.
yeah, we
first.
started the new
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
set. It is an 8.
Higher.
Nice. All
Bonk
4
stick.
players won, and so everyone's cypress staffs are upgraded to an iron ball staff. It's called that because it is a. Yes, Will. You can definitely lucid dream if you want to. That is a skill that his character has. That Will's character has.
true.
That once a day, whenever he's in a night game, he can roll a d4 and get 1d4 times 100 mil.
Oh, wow.
So if you have a d4 there, Will, go ahead and throw it down. Go ahead. Oh, you want someone here to roll the d4 for you? So we can get it on stream.
1, 2, 3.
No, let's just. I'll roll a d4. That way it decides which of us will roll it.
Go ahead. Let the hand of fate. The hand of fate
Wait,
decide.
We didn't decide numbers first.
Well, it'll start.
1, 2, 3, 4. That way
Okay.
it
Okay.
goes.
Go ahead and cast it again. All right, Will. That is Irving is going to be rolling this d4 for you, and it's going to be 1d4 times 100 mil. Your character gets a 1. That is 100 mil. Hey, mil is mil. Like, just try to get as much of it as you can.
You don't
We were
want to be
just-
like Slippy and have 0 mil.
I'm sorry.
We're just saying enchantments aren't cheap. So so Wilhelm does get 100 mil for his lucid dream. Roll the
Dang.
4s around here.
Should have been me.
Yeah.
But the iron ball staff that all 4 players won is it is just a thick, like a wizard's staff, just a long rod at one end, about 5 feet long. But at the end is a heavy iron ball. It is bonk stick 2.0.
Let's go.
Yeah,
Gonna-
man, you got it. Next time.
I'll bet lower for this one.
So it is an 8. So now anyone can take their iron ball staff and take it, and their character can keep it, or you can rewager it to see if you want to bet if the next dice roll is going to be higher or lower than an 8. Will is going to let his ride. He said the next dice roll is going to be lower.
Yeah, I was saying lower too.
We have another bet for lower.
I'm gonna bet higher again.
Yeah,
We have a bet for
it's
higher.
Higher.
So we have 2 bets for lower. We have 2 bets for higher. We are going to see who's going to win and who's not
We're gonna
as
find out.
Slippy
this
casts his
time.
dice, and it hits a 9.
Ah! That's higher.
It
That's
hit a
higher.
9, y'all. It just barely got there. It just barely got there.
gotta
So
fix
Will and
What do
Slippy,
you mean? It was the same.
Will and Slippy, I'm sorry you do lose your iron ball staves.
Will said, boo.
Though for Irving and for Drum, that staff does upgrade again.
Bonk stick 3.0.
Nice. We'll call this we'll call it the morning staff. You want to recount? So the morning staff is an iron rod. It isn't made of wood anymore. It's a long 5-foot iron rod with a heavy iron ball at the end. Has several rounded spikes around its surface. So
Oh, Sprinkle said he'll be here in 20 minutes.
Okay, nice, nice.
2025 community message.
Spike the bonk sticks.
And so, if you'd like, you can keep your morning staffs or your morning staffs, and you can take them on the Bonk Stick 3.0, or you can wager them if you want to think that if the next dice roll is going to be higher or lower than 9.
I mean, Blind Birdman likes bonk stick 3.0.
Tell you what, whichever one you pick, I'll do the opposite, so one of us will get it.
Unless it's a 9 again.
The odds of that are so small, but it is possible.
It's possible.
It is 1 in 20. That's a 5% chance.
Would you sell it to me if...
Hell, yeah.
Nice, I got a lot of mill. I'm going to bet that it's going to be lower.
Irving's bet that's going to be lower.
You know, it's funny because I was going to say lower, so yeah, I'll go higher.
Drum bets that it's going to be higher, and you must cast the roll, my friend. That is a 10. It is higher.
By 1.
It is higher.
Yay.
So if you bet lower, you lose your Iron Morning Staff. But if you won, then we'll upgrade it again, and we'll call it the Iron Punishing Staff. Again, it is a long 5-foot iron rod with a rounded, spiked, heavy iron ball at the end. But this time the surface of it is. It seems to occasionally hum with a strange kind of energy. So if you roll a d6 while you're attacking with it, it'll have it could have a shield smashing or a bashing effect.
Why did these hands have to roll so poorly?
I would like to cash out.
Well,
I'll take that.
he's not going to roll on that 10, ladies and gentlemen. He is going to keep his iron punishing staff, and I look forward to seeing how well that weapon serves you when you're bashing in the future.
What about you, Will? Do you bet that it's going to be higher or lower?
Oh, he had
already
lost. He had lost in the last round.
He lost in the same
Oh,
round.
my bad.
I don't.
He got so
me and him
hostile
bet
about
lower.
it.
Though-
What about you?
I just wanted to make sure that we didn't forget about our friend.
Oh no, we definitely forgot.
So now we will move on to the next item, and in the same vein of basic equipments or basic kinds of weapons. This time I will give everyone a simple throwing knife. Now, everyone can keep that simple throwing knife and conduct a lot of simple throwing. Or, I will roll a 2. I'll roll a 2, and you guys can bet that throwing knife on whether you think the next dice roll will be higher or lower than a 2.
Betting higher.
Yeah, I'm betting higher.
Betting higher.
Nice. Zelver's calling for a cosmic roll here in just a moment, which what a great idea. We'll definitely do that.
That is good.
I like
So
that.
everyone all 4 of you are all betting. Yeah, we're gonna do a cosmic roll here in a sec, which you'll be able to participate in as well. I can roll for you, if you would like, as far as having it on the camera, so we can definitely record what happens. But all 4 players are betting that the next dice roll is going to be higher than a 2. So
Let's
Jerome,
go.
if you would please cast the dice.
Let's go.
It is a 15.
It is higher.
It is considerably higher, and so all 4 players win, and we are going to turn that. Awesome! I'll definitely do that in your proxy, Will.
Nice.
The basic throwing knife turns into a we'll call it a hooked throwing dagger. It's got a seriously bent edge, but it is a small handheld throwing knife. Though.
He also just entered Punky Clown in the night game.
Let's go!
Let's
night
go!
game! Let's go! Let's go! Punching
Nice.
your ticket for the night games. We are definitely glad to have Bowser playing in the night games with us as well.
Surely the power of friendship.
Yeah.
Friendship.
Nice.
Amazing. And anyone who has 1,500 of those mill coins that they want to spend to punch their night game ticket. Can definitely do so during this night game or any night game to make sure that you get an opportunity to have some fun and play with us. The throwing knife did become a curved throwing dagger, longer with almost like a rounded curved blade, specifically meant for it sticking into things when it's thrown. You guys can all, everyone can keep that curved throwing dagger right now. Calling you out, Will. Calling you out.
Hey man, I mean, if
I'm
we're talking
glad y'all
about,
didn't call me out because I was like able to immediately recognize what that's from.
Look, it's iconic. We all know.
Yeah, who don't know?
what's that classic song that goes, Magic? That's all I remember from it. Nobody knows.
It's
and I
Magic? understand.
That's the one.
I couldn't
It's
tell you.
Magic.
Yeah.
Who's that from? That's what popped in my head when I saw
Oh,
that.
it's magic. Some.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
We'll,
Yeah,
We'll
I was about to say that too. I was like,
it's not so.
those are the only lyrics.
That's the one. Yeah. That's what popped into my head. It's Magic.
Will any of you keep this curved throwing dagger, or will you trade it back on the chance of
Oh,
the
it's
next
a
roll to
15?
higher or
It's
lower?
just called
It is a
magic.
15.
I'll bet it's lower.
Look, he's promoting the MLP right now. He's promoting.
No, he's promoting Tara Strong and Lauren Faust. I can somewhat support that.
I can support
Tara
it.
Strong's voice doesn't hit all the time for me.
Ah,
Alright, so he's
that
betting
sounds like
lower.
a hot debate right there. Sounds like a hot debate.
Last time I made a bad decision, and I said
We have a bet.
lower
Betting it's gonna be lower.
when it was 15, and you rolled next.
Ah, nice piggy pie. I see. I forget all their names. There's a Rainbow Dash, right?
Rainbow Dash, definitely best pony. Don't ask me how I know that.
We got votes already, y'all. I'm about to make a poll later.
I, for one, will not be participating in this poll.
I'm out of my element with this.
Yeah.
He says, "Which one's the Namekian?"
There's definitely a green pony somewhere there.
Boy, I'm just saying. So Will did bet that he rebet his dagger that the next roll is going to be lower.
I also
what,
bet lower.
What say you? We have 2 votes for lower.
I'll do
Yeah.
lower again. The first time I was right. I just got screwed.
Yeah, I'll bet lower.
All right, we have all
Oh,
4
man.
characters betting that this next roll is going to be lower, and I believe that is Slippy's roll.
Oh, what about Punky Clown?
Oh, she had jumped in the middle of this game,
Oh,
so
dope.
she'll start at
Yeah.
the beginning of the next night game.
Nice.
Oh yeah, I'll vote lower.
All right, go ahead and cast. Oh, go ahead. Did you just cast that last one, or was
It's
that drum?
yours.
Yeah, you got it, Slippy. You got it. Casting the dice, and it is a 18.
Oh,
It is
wow.
an 18. It is the high.
Literally all
It is
of
the
us
high,
lose.
y'all.
Literally all of us.
Hey, I did that so we can get Punky.
Yeah,
Clown
we need
rolling.
Punky
Oh,
Clown.
that's good.
Look,
That way we
look
can
at
get
that
hurry up on the
fake.
You
next
know,
one.
I can lose out on a curved dagger for another member of the party.
Oh,
getting some
yeah,
fun.
all the players do lose that bet. Definitely sorry for that. But now, as we have 5 players now stepping into this next night game. We have Drum, Slippy, and Irving 5 time.
Is it the mark?
The 5 Pete.
The mark seems to ring true. 5s keep you alive.
That they do.
Oh, let's. And you know, well, we did talk. They come over. They had come over after the session yesterday, and we had talked about me getting his Ninja Turtles DVDs. He has like all the '90s episodes, and early 2000s, and the late 2000s. Like just like just nerding out because I love to
Yeah, that's
go back
cool.
and watch those. Like super excited about that. That's my childhood right there.
Ryan
TMNT.
Reynolds is rebooting Biker Mice from Mars.
Oh man, what a!
That's sick.
Have you heard that? Like I just saw that over Facebook like today. That Biker Mice from Mars is getting a
His
remake too.
production company, Maximum Efforts, doing it.
Let's go. He's got money now to do that kind of fun stuff. Didn't he? He sold. He had a cell phone company, didn't he? That he
Mint
just,
Mobile.
yeah, he just sold it, right?
Yeah, he just owns a big portion of it.
Yeah, he's still doing the
Yeah.
spokesman stuff for it.
Yeah.
Well, money goes to money, I guess.
Hmm.
Original cast too. That's gonna be incredible. That's gonna be incredible. I cannot wait to see how that turns out. Dang.
With the original cast.
That's so wild. Like, 'cause figure that was so long ago. A lot of those actors are gonna be, they're gonna be they're gonna be really different. But I cannot wait to see how that turns out. This is so great, like all that OG original amazing stuff is finally coming back in a time where production is nice enough to where like stuff will look good, it'll sound good. Back in the '90s, there was a lot of great stuff, but then there was a lot of hot garbage too. I'm not gonna lie.
A lot of shovelware for media.
Right, exactly. A lot of stuff that wasn't great.
I mean, kind of like now though, for real. Like,
That's true.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
facts.
I never really did like an introduction video for like the channel, but like one thing that I always talk about is like content fatigue. Like there's so much content out there right now that like anyone would feel overwhelmed. Like if you're into one thing, you pick one thing that you're into, like Legos for example. You go and you just there's a wall of content. There's waves of content. So I can understand why when there's so much stuff out there, people just kind of some stuff that people just don't want to see. People just get tired of. People just So I definitely get that.
And we are in the reboot era.
Yeah, we definitely are.
Everything's getting a reboot, remaster, or remake.
Yeah.
Or retell.
Then that lets up people beg the question though, that where are the original ideas at now? Where are the original where's stuff that no one's come up before? Everything gets compared to something previously. Everything's a new version like this.
Things that are strongly established usually draw in more capital than original IPs.
Oh, of course. I mean, no one wants to take any risk anymore.
And even those original IPs, usually they have people that have worked on like stuff that's legendary, like Star Wars or something that's Disney-fied or something that a bigger entity owns.
That's true. And we could. I could sit here and go on that stuff all day, especially with the '90s intellectual properties and stuff. Because what a different time, and even the '80s before that, like the Transformers, Thundercats era of like Hanna-Barbera cartoons and stuff like that. Like, a lot of it was really good, but then some of it was just like, you could tell they were just paying guys to just draw stuff. Get me started on movies too, like the Street Fighter movie. Just saw a great documentary on that like a week or two ago. How so many things went wrong during the course of that production of that movie.
But they had so much fun doing it.
Oh yeah. JCVD was admitted to spending at least $20,000 a week on on making sure that he was well entertained while they were shooting that film. So
20K.
he was spending that time cop money.
Let's just say it used to snow a lot back in those days.
Yeah, let's say for California being a temperate climate, it seemed to have a lot of snow over there, if you know what I mean. Sheesh.
Bison bucks.
Dude, is that from like a promotion from the movie?
Yeah, that's a really old promotion.
Nice.
I saw some nice X-Men versus Street Fighter action figures on eBay. I was thinking about getting because I feel like those are like iconic too. Like the way
that's the game we're probably never gonna get a remake of.
Came with a steel book.
I doubt it. I do doubt it. Dang, what a hookup!
Right.
He's got the goods. Oh, nice. Yeah, bring it for us to check out on Sunday.
Yeah,
definitely for sure. So let's do the next round of this night game. We've got 5 players this time. We've got Bowser, Wilhelm, Irving, Slippy, and Drum. And we're gonna give everyone again another basic item. I'm gonna give everyone a leather bracelet.
Hey.
Lower on an 18. Yeah. You. I haven't rolled the dice yet, man. You better pump the brakes. So this is a level. This is just a basic level 1 leather bracelet, and everyone can keep that bracelet. And or I rolled a 1. I rolled a 1. Or will the 5 of you bet on this on the chance that I could roll higher or lower on this 1? Let me know what you think in the chat.
Let's go higher.
We can't even choose lower because it could be a 1.
It is an option that
we
you'll always
can't go lower.
We have Will betting higher. What about Bowser?
Hey.
We have Bowser also betting higher.
Seems
I'll say
like that's
higher.
the logic.
Yeah.
Don't roll a 1 and we're fine.
Yeah.
What are the odds of 2 1s getting rolled in a row, right?
I mean,
seriously.
if we're being real,
It's a 1 in 20 chance.
He has a skill right now on his Sunday campaign, where if anybody rolls 3 1s in a row, he gets 111 mil. So
Is that calling for the 1?
no, please no. Stop.
Team Sprinkled.
Yeah, that was
Again?
here a long time ago.
We have another vote for Team Sprinkles, y'all. That is 2 votes for Team Sprinkles and 1 vote for Team Slippy. Let me just put that out there.
Man.
What? No, I voted for myself.
So that's 2 votes.
Yeah,
We
that's 2
So
votes.
it's tied now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to do a poll when he gets here, y'all. I guess I'm gonna do an official poll. I'll let everyone vote on it. I'll let y'all vote too. We'll do a poll when Sprinkles gets here. Which team the group is in favor of, whether it be Team Sprinkles or Team Slippy. But we do have a vote for higher higher in the chat. Well, the 3 of you also going to bet higher for this dice roll here.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
So everyone's betting their simple. Hey, I definitely understand. You don't have to vote. Well, I wouldn't ask anyone to if you would rather be bipartisan in these matters. So, Drum, go ahead and roll on that 1 to see if it's going to be higher or lower. That is a 20.
Dang.
That is a 20, y'all.
It's like we're at the other end of the spectrum.
Wow.
We literally can't
What
roll higher.
a roll. What a roll.
Hey,
So,
roll it again.
first of all, roll the bonus roll on that. Roll the bonus roll on that. That's sweet 20.
Nice. 220.
Doesn't hit the bonus, but the 20 stands. Everyone's leather bracelets all turn into copper bracelets. These are bracelets that are made out of a 1-inch thick band of copper. That's loose. It would dangle on the wrist if your character had wrists. Your character.
Oh yeah, you have to factor that in now.
I do. Your
I
character.
mean, for me, it's a belt.
And so the 20 has been rolled, and so for all 5 of you that you won, you can all choose to either keep your copper bracelet or trade it on the bet that you think the next roll is going to be higher or lower than the 20.
Lower.
We have a bet for lower.
Yeah, I'm going lower.
We have a second bet for lower. We have 1 vote in the chat for lower. We have 2 now for lower.
Can
what
we
we
get
bet?
some votes for Team Slippy in the chat?
Lower. I mean, look.
If you're with Team Slippy, say lower.
I need. You know what? I really need some more backstory as to the whole why there's even a divide.
You're sounding very weak to electricity right now. Just asking questions.
Jehovah's
I am a
Witness
flying
wants
type.
20.
I'm also a fighting type.
So, I have the same HP as you. Sounds like you're trying to scrap.
You have 29 HP. Let's fight. No, I'm just kidding.
Hey, well,
I don't want to split us 3 ways and then have a team Irving
we don't
too.
want to do this again.
Yeah,
No, I definitely want to do it again.
I'm still team fishing on the beach, man. Let's get on with this night game. Don't fight me, please.
Has everyone cast their bets that the next roll is going to be lower?
Yeah.
All right, Slippy cast the dice. It's a 1.
What
It's
are
a
the
1.
odds
No
of that?
freaking
It is a 1.
way.
That's why I need just 1 vote for Team Slippy.
Holy crap. That's insane.
Wow, everyone won again, and in spectacular fashion. Everyone's copper bracelets turn into silver bracelets. And these are, bracelets that would dangle at the wrist, made out of a thick, finely polished silver. So, incredible. Yeah, so you know what? The bets are already coming in as far as our night game players in the chat. We have 1 bet. He's going to bet his silver bracelet that the next roll is going to be higher than a 1.
I
It
bet
just
higher.
makes sense.
We have 2 votes for higher, 3 votes for higher,
Higher.
4 votes for higher. Irving,
My chairs. I'm sorry.
no, you're good. I think these chairs actually may have came with the house. So
It's because of that one.
that's
It's
that's
both
why
of them,
they're
though.
literally and figuratively on their last legs.
More technical difficulties, please.
Oh gosh.
Hey,
So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, and so are you betting higher or lower, sir?
higher than a 1.
So we have all 5 bets that the next dice roll is going to be higher than a 1. And so now that all the bets are placed, Irving, go on ahead, cast the dice. It is a 6. Nice. So all 5 of you successfully won that round, and so those silver bracelets are all going to be upgraded to.
Here comes the pesky.
Hey,
Caleb.
welcome back. Team Sprinkles is here to represent.
That's right. Do we have
You get that?
time to do an intermission?
Oh yeah. Now that
Yeah.
you're here,
Use the bathroom.
yeah. Let me go ahead and finish out this night game here, and then we'll take a brief intermission for y'all, where we can get everything situated. And so,
Will and Taryn are playing too.
Oh, that's in the ticket.
Yeah, let's
all 5 of you, your bracelets have been upgraded to jeweled bracelets. They're all silver banded.
Hey, Levi came at the right time for an ad break too.
Hey. So each of those bracelets also has a fine blue sapphire inlaid in the back of it. So it's a sapphire. It's a sapphire bracelet.
Yeah, sapphire bracelet.
Let's go.
So,
Dude, we were playing.
will the
bets
5 of
earlier.
you can either choose to keep
wow.
that sapphire bracelet, tuck it away safely in your inventory,
We were playing
or
bets.
you can wager it
Oh, wow.
if you think the next roll will be higher or lower than a 6.
If they're still an ad, I might have to let them know in the chat.
Yeah, check in the chat. If
Oh yeah, if y'all are subbed, then you actually won't see the ads.
Yeah. I'm
Okay, then yeah,
Uh,
check in the chat.
Oh wait, no, they're both up. So yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Higher and higher.
They're gonna bet each of their sapphire bracelets that this roll is going to be higher.
I'll also bet higher.
I'm
Okay.
gonna keep the bracelet.
Sapphire.
One
bracelet.
sapphire bracelet in your inventory.
And you know, he has gotten away with every single item because he's
He has.
smart enough to back out. He knows when to hold them. He knows when to fold them.
Oh yeah, the reason why me and him were fighting was because he shot that dolphin.
The
with
dolphin,
arrow.
that's right.
Oh,
The dolphin that he had befriended that helped him find that treasure.
Yeah, that actually did no damage to me. And he tried to tell me later that they were trying to hurt me.
No, it was the other dolphin. There was like a group of them. He didn't befriend all of them, did he?
I befriended all of them. I befriended their leader too. The whole pod.
Well, it's okay.
you committed atrocities against him and his dolphin can.
I just went fishing. He didn't tell us any of that.
No, you didn't go
My
fishing.
character didn't know.
You shot with the arrow.
My character just saw dolphins, and I was like,
With an electric arrow.
I'm gonna
and I hit him with an
invent a new
electric
type of
attack.
fishing.
Very thematic.
my character had no idea that what you were doing out there was with those dolphins.
This is I didn't mean to.
I didn't know you.
But you killed
maybe
my mother.
found
Mom.
love in one of the dolphins.
I think if
No,
I was.
I just didn't want you shooting that thing with an electric arrow and call it fishing.
I could
Okay,
s-
I won't call it fishing.
Okay, so you weren't fishing, so
It was
you were attacking.
What's
It
it
was
called?
murder.
It's called bow fishing, I think, is when you use the bow and arrow. And
Yeah, both.
No.
With an
Yeah.
not with an
There's no
electric.
such thing.
I'm
there's
voting
spear
higher.
maybe not with
and
electric,
there's-
but they're still bow fishing.
Has everyone voted?
That's the
Yeah,
people
higher.
actually
We have
do
one
bow and
Higher
player.
for higher.
We have
Give me-
one
give me-
player
give
that
me an
kept the
example of it
bracelet.
being used
And
against
everyone
all
else
of us.
voted
We have
higher.
4 players that voted higher.
If
If
you
you
And the
actually
dice roll
give
has
me an
gone all the
example
way
of it
around.
being
It's my
used
turn
against
now,
dolphins,
right?
I'll give you 400 mil again.
Tell you
I'm
what,
about to
why
look
don't
up
you both
bow
go
hunting-
outside and work
bow
this out while
fishing
we
dolphins.
finish?
All
No
right,
way that's
all the
good.
bets have been placed. 4 out of 5 players are betting that this next dice roll will be higher, and I will go ahead and cast the dice. It is a 2!
Oh,
It is
wow.
a 2! Slippy is a genius! Slippy is a genius!
Look, I thought you were gonna use that
You guys
dice.
go bow hunting dolphins.
Going with the pass.
Oh, that was
People
a
do it.
2,
He
y'all.
threw a
That was
wild
a
card.
I
2.
didn't think you were going to throw that. Yeah.
wild.
Wow, all the
Boo.
players that bet higher,
Get 'em,
you
Will.
lose
Yeah,
your
get 'em, Will.
sapphire bracelets. I'm definitely sorry. That is some.
Boo,
I'm gonna
Janet.
put some. I'm gonna put some
Boo.
Goombas in the
I didn't
chat.
watch all that. Come on.
I'm watching all vision.
Man, I can't believe it. I can't believe it. So Slippy again is the only one that walks out of that night game with any treasure. What a game! What a game!
You know, I'll give up all my literally every treasure that I would have gotten in lost. I would give up for the one that I did actually win.
Good thing I
So-
gave that dolphin back.
I'm okay. I'm not having like a meltdown yet.
I'm also
Not
at
yet.
a negative
Yeah.
400 mil.
Yeah, we were before the stream started. They were
It's alright. You don't have to pay me for that. I didn't call it. I
they
didn't
were
even know
playing
it.
card games and stuff. Some night games for some mill. Yeah, but we're gonna take a brief intermission, y'all, and we're gonna get right back into some more night games with now six players in the night games.
Let's
So while we're on that intermission, if you want to go ahead and if you have that 1,500 mil to punch a night game ticket to hang out and play with us, definitely do so.
I have an extra 1,500 for somebody else if they want to play.
You know,
That's true. I'll send
I
it to
will
somebody else if they
gladly
want
give
to play.
somebody a night game ticket.
Yeah.
Somebody
I've
else
got
wants to play the night
2,300 or
games with
something like
us.
that.
We can definitely
you're
work that out
like-
during the
you're like
intermission.
2,400.
You can
You're
set
like
that up.
30,
We're gonna take
200.
5 here to do a necessities break. Stretch your legs, drink some water, and we will definitely be right back.
This time.
welcome back.
Hey,
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back, y'all. Thank you for hanging out through that long intermission. I definitely appreciate it. We had gotten into Slippy and Irving's characters had wanted to do a quick little sparring session in the Dreamscape. So if you have been watching through the intermission and you maybe saw some dice get rolled in the tray, they were sparring with each other in night games just to see who may win or who would come out on top. They fought
And how to better utilize each other's strengths.
Yeah, for an
Mechanics of
opportunity
future
to
battles.
see how their skills work and how they can link things together. So it was a good opportunity to see them kind of spar. And if that's ever something that y'all want to see as far as on the stream, as far as sparring between the characters to see what would happen, let us know in the chat. We'll definitely set that up for a future session. So before we do the next night game, we're gonna do a cosmic roll, and so that's an opportunity for everyone to roll 2 d6s and a d8 to try and get the number 427. And so we'll go ahead and give everyone an opportunity to throw a cosmic roll into the fray. I will be rolling for Wilhelm here, and I'll also be rolling for Bowser as well. So I'll be rolling for their cosmic rolls. But let's go ahead and start with Sprinkles. He hasn't had a chance to really throw any dice yet tonight. Let's give him the stage to crack cosmic roll on the first set.
I hit it off screen.
I need another D6. I'll take this.
Yeah, man. I would say use the green one. It rolls better.
Alright.
Probably.
We'll see.
A 227.
227.
Almost.
Dang.
All right, next will be Irving.
Oh.
Let him cast the dice. That is a 6. He can roll that 6 again. He has a 2 already. He needs a 4 and a
Hit it
7.
Straight down, might land to it too.
Oh, a
112.
121 by the end. What a bunch of
It's the
ones.
Mishima Zaibatsu.
Alright, it is Slippy's turn to attempt the cosmic roll.
Oh, I got
Now, of course, Will's going to want it. Doesn't mind PvP. He is the current reigning, defending Edarock champion right now of the
But he
brewery
doesn't hold
campaign.
a triple rock belt.
Ooh, now that is true. There is a Triple Rock 3-man Edarock tournament belt that is also in circulation. That'll be something you'll have to challenge someone for if you're interested in picking up that championship as well. But he is the current Edarock champion of the Sunday campaign. So, which as many people as playing in that campaign, that's pretty significant that he's got that Edarock belt. Go ahead and cast that cosmic roll. That is a 653. So you can roll the 6 again.
Oh.
Swing and a miss.
It's 3.
A 3, yeah. There you go.
Oh.
You gotta swing it again. Ends up with a 223. A 223 for his cosmic roll. And now we go on to Drum. What will his cosmic roll reveal? A 251, or a 215, I should say. A 215. We can say it's a 125, so you would have gotten one number. All right, now I'll be rolling for Wilhelm. Wilhelm, this is your cosmic roll. We will see if you can hit that 427. 631, though I can roll the 6 again. I roll the second 6 and an 8. I can roll both of those again.
Oh.
A 1
Oh.
and a 7 and a 1. But Wilhelm, you did pretty good there with 6s and 8s, but you got a 131 by the end of it.
Oh, man.
Now I will roll for Bowser. Good luck on this cosmic roll. A 355.
Oh.
No cosmic numbers. But that is the power of the cosmic roll. It's so hard to get, even with re-rolling, that it's just one of those things that you just hardly ever see, because it is quite a rarity. And now that we did a fun cosmic roll, do you guys want to go back to the night game that we were playing before, or should we challenge another night game?
Did you
We
want to
should
play
get
that
at least
one?
one.
It's
Instead of
misses?
sprinkles.
No, the one that we were just playing.
The item upgrade, the highs or lows.
Oh yeah, I like highs and lows. I'll play one round of that.
Nice, nice. We'll do another round of the highs and lows. And so as this game goes, I'll give everyone at the start a. Oh yeah, the prize is amazing, Zelfer. I've been giving the whole group a rave point if anyone hit the cosmic roll. So it's the only ability in the game right now that can blanket give rave points to everyone. Everyone. So amazing prize, amazing prize. So for this night game, I'm going to give everyone one basic item, and I'm going to roll the dice. Then they can bet that item whether they think the item, the next roll is going to be higher or lower. If they fail, well, they lose that item. But if they win, the item gets upgraded. And so we will see just to what ceilings they can take these items as we begin this next round. I will give everyone a. I'll give everyone a 1 shard.
Okay. I see where this is.
Oh yeah.
I'll give everyone a 1 shard, all 6 of you right now, and then I will roll the dice, and I will roll a 15 on that roll. And so, will you keep that 1 shard, or will you wager it back that the next roll will be higher or lower than a 15? Give everyone a moment to deliberate.
I'm going to wager that it's lower.
We have bets that's going to be lower. We have 1 bet, 2 bets.
I'm always so reckless. Don't follow me.
Pretty close to getting a whole collection of shards. I have a.
Not too crazy. I mean, one shard's situational. Sometimes they are
The
useful.
number is a
that's the
15.
thing, is that if you wager it, you can get a 2 shard.
Yeah.
If you wager that, you get a 3 shard.
I'm trying to get at least that.
I want to get the whole set.
Right?
Eight shard.
Make it through the 7.
All right, we have Wilhelm and Bowser both wagering their 1 shard that their roll will be lower.
I say lower.
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 I'll keep my 1 shard.
Okay, you can keep it.
Smart.
You can keep it.
Because nobody has one either.
So Slippy is going to keep his 1 shard, and everyone else is wagering it that the next dice roll will be lower. And I'll go around this way this time, and I will let Sprinkles do the dice roll. Good luck.
Nice. Lower than a 15.
That is a 10.
Let's go.
So everyone won that match, and so now that 1 shard does get upgraded to a 2 shard. So now all 5 of you now have a 2 shard instead. And you can keep that 2 shard, put that in your inventory, and there it will stay until you want to use it. Or you can wager it if you think the next roll will be higher or lower than a 10.
I bet higher.
Well, Drum is going to wager his 2 shard that he thinks the next roll will be higher.
I'm going to wager that it'll be higher.
It is tough, Wilhelm, because it's a 10. It's right in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we have some duality in the chat. It's Wilhelm bets lower, but Bowser bets higher.
I'll bet lower.
We have a bet for lower.
Yeah.
Did you bet higher or
I
lower?
bet higher.
I'm going to bet lower.
So we have 3 lowers and we have 2 higher.
Did I say higher earlier?
Yeah.
All right. And
Unless it hits
I didn't
10.
mean to.
unless it hits 10, then everyone does lose. But look, let's not talk about that. That's not going to happen.
I didn't know that.
Here you go, sir. Everyone has cast their bet. It's up to you to roll the dice. That is a 13. That is a 13. All players who bet lower lose their 2 shards. But all players who bet higher, and that is 2 of them, that 2 shard is upgraded to a 3 shard. And if you're wondering what these shards do, if you're unfamiliar with how the game works, it's a one-time use item that you can use to change your dice roll to that number. Hey, lucky number. They see the luck is on your side, and so now and now Bowser and Drum both have a 3 shard, and the number showing is a 13. So I ask you, Bowser, and I ask you, Drum, will you wager that 3 shard if you think the next dice roll will be higher or lower than a 13?
I'm looking at the third.
It's Slippy. It'd be Slippy's roll next.
Oh, that's right. My bad.
All right. Bowser's gonna bet She's going to bet her 3 shard that she thinks it'll be lower than a 13.
Oh.
What say you, sir?
Higher.
All right. Only one person can win. So
Ooh.
now this comes down to this dice roll. It is a 3. It is a 3. That means that Drum does not win. His item is taken. But that also means that Bowser, that 3 shard has been. That was a 3 shard, right? That 3 shard has been upgraded for you to a 4 shard, and there's a 3 showing. So Bowser, I have to ask you. Now that you've won that shard, you can take that and bank it and use it for a future event or a battle, or you can wager it if you think that the next dice roll will be higher. I know. I had to spin the whole thing. So if you win this, will this be a 4 shard or will this be a 5 shard?
It'll be a 5 shard.
This will be a 5 shard if you win, and we have Drum about to roll this dice for you. He will be rolling to see if this roll will be higher or lower than a 3. Good luck. Good luck, Bowser. Good luck.
Let's go.
It is a 13.
Nice.
Beautiful. So that means that your 4 shard has been upgraded to a 5 shard. And now, it is a 13 showing, and you have a 5 shard. Will you keep this incredibly, incredibly valuable item, something you could use to turn any dice roll into a 5 one time, or will you bet it one last time on the chance that you can see if the next roll will be higher or lower than a 13? I'll give you a moment to contemplate, to think about that.
I mean, 5s keep you alive.
We are playing in the chat. If anyone has 1,500 mil that they want to spend, they can definitely jump in throughout any of these night games and play along with us. You are going to bet it that the dice roll will be lower. All right. This is for all the marbles, folks. This is for...
It'll be a 3 again.
No,
This
dude.
is for the coveted 6 shard. If you should win, Bowser, if this dice roll is lower than a 13, I wish you the best of luck. May the odds ever be in your favor, and we are about to roll it again. It is a 10! It is lower! It is lower!
Nice. Let's go.
It is lower. And did we have a dollar sign
Sneaky.
tried to slip in a reroll shard on you? You didn't even need it. You didn't even need it. Your dice roll was lower than 13, so congratulations. I will add to your character sheet for the Sunday campaign 1 beautiful, pristine 6 shard. One of the best items. One of the best items in the game. And what a great job in calling the numbers each and every time, all the way up the line. Simply amazing. So thank you so much for playing. Don't get too green with envy over there, Wilhelm.
He called it though earlier in the chat. If you go back up, he said, "Let's go 6 shard." Boom, 6 shard.
He called it.
He called it.
We got one thing to say about that, y'all. We do love 6s. Y'all put your 6s in the chat. We roll them again. We roll
6s
them
in
again.
chat.
What an awesome game. Thank y'all for playing that all the way through. That was incredible. What a game. Yes, drop those 6s in the chat, y'all. We roll 6s around here, and whenever we see those 6s, we say one thing, and that's roll it again.
Roll it again.
Nice. So that was a lot of fun. So let's go ahead and do that again. But this time we'll be starting. We'll be starting with something a little different, like we do each time. This time I'm going to start you out with. Let's see. I'm gonna start you out with a pointy stick.
This has a lot more potential than y'all might think, though.
Wingardium Leviosa.
This pointy stick, though, is about 4.5 feet long, and it just has a sharpened point at the end. Yeah, I know, right? It's so much fun, wasn't that, Zell? What a great night game.
That
We
was
I'm
pretty
gonna give all six all six of you one pointy stick, and then I'm going to roll the dice, and I see that it is a 4 right there, a 4.
Oh,
So-
no, nobody else has a pointy stick in the campaign.
He names it Mr. Pointy. He always gets right to the point.
fun.
It's the sharpest fellow I know.
And he doesn't stick around too long.
Oh, hey, if he wants to, he may stick, but that's only if he's feeling forceful. But I'll give everyone the opportunity now to wager that pointy stick. If you would think that the next dice roll will be higher or lower than a 4.
Mr. Pointy's got wood.
Higher.
We have Sprinkles, we have Irving betting higher.
Yeah, I'll bet higher.
I'll also go higher.
We have higher rolls all the way around. Was that the name of Buffy's vampire slaying steak? Did you call that Mr. Pointy?
That's
I hadn't seen that
pretty
movie in so
great,
long.
actually. Oh,
We have Bowser betting higher, and we have Wilhelm also betting
Higher
higher.
all around.
We have 6 bets for higher, y'all.
Now watch
and
it roll up 2.
we were gonna have we'll have Drum start this dice roll off.
Now watch me roll
Good
up
luck,
2.
my friend. It is a 15.
let's
Nice.
go.
Nice.
Let's
All 6 of you won, and so you have the plush. Nice. So we will upgrade all of those pointy sticks up to a wooden spear. It's about a 4.5 foot long, thick oaken rod with a sharp, pointy spearhead made out of steel at the top. So all 6 of you can take that spear. Are you saying higher on that 15, Wilhelm?
Yeah, he wants to change the odds because
said
of the
lower.
previous 15s.
Ah,
Oh,
playing
yeah,
the
that's-
long game, I see. Playing the long game. That's pretty smart.
That is smart. He's right.
So Wilhelm is going to bet that wooden spear that he thinks the next dice roll will be higher. Let's say the rest of you.
And Caleb has returned to his age-old dilemma.
My heart hurts. I'm having trouble breathing. Maybe
All right, we have Bowser betting lower.
I'm gonna do higher with my man Will.
Oh, we have a second higher bet, Irving, and everyone else is betting lower.
Lower.
So we have 4 lowers, we have 2 highers, and so now all we have to do now is let Slippy roll the dice and see what happens. Slippy rolls a 9. It is lower.
Dang.
So if you bet higher, you do lose that spear. Though if you won, that wooden spear has been upgraded. We'll call it it's a steel halberd. It's a long, thick oaken rod with a silver halberd wide blade at the top of it. So a
Buttered toes.
finely crafted weapon that you can either keep and use for your person, or you can throw that back into the wagering pool if you want to bet. If you think the next dice roll is going to be higher or lower than a 9.
Higher.
Is it 15s that keep getting you well?
Say higher.
A 9?
A 9. A 9.
Hmm.
I'm gonna
We
say
have 4
lower.
players left. Oh, we have a bet of lower.
Yeah, that's tricky. I'm gonna say higher though.
We have a bet of higher. And we have a bet of higher. So we have 3 higher and 1 lower. All right. Well, this is up to Irving to roll the dice on this and see. A 15.
Ooh.
It is higher.
And it's
Damn.
cursed.
And it's also the 15, which has been coming up a lot tonight. But everyone who bet lower loses their stake in the wager. How many people did bet higher?
A bit higher.
You bet higher, and Bowser on the winning streak also bet higher. So now we have 2 players left in. Oh, you also bet higher.
Yeah, I said higher.
So we have 3 players that are still in this game right now, and that silver halberd is going to be changed to a we'll call it the wyvern's halberd or the wyvern's halberd. It is a silver-bladed halberd with a long metal rod. Though it's if you look closely at the long handle of the halberd itself, you notice it's made out of wyvern scales.
Lower.
So, a finely
Oh.
crafted, rare item in the Wyvern's halberd. Though, you can keep that weapon and use it for your character, or you can wager it back. we have Bowser already betting that this next roll is going to be lower.
That's what I'm saying.
You have lower, and who
I'll
else?
also go lower.
We have 3 lowers right now, with Sprinkles himself, the cat, about to choose your fate. Go ahead and roll it, my friend. Let's see what happens. Hits a 2!
Lower.
Everybody wins, everybody wins.
Tuesday in it.
It is Tuesday!
You're welcome.
So for all the characters, you all won, and so that's Wyvern's halberd will be upgraded yet again. And this time we'll call it the Wyvern Slayer. It's an enchanted halberd that deals some extra damage against flying and winged type creatures, but deals critical damage. It deals critical
I
damage.
definitely needed that. I'm missing use of that.
And though it deals critical damage against wyverns specifically,
Imagine if it was
the
electrically
wyvern
charged.
scales have been baked into the steel blade itself, offering that extra benefit of damage against wyverns. So, everyone won that, and now it can be leveled up another tier. So for everyone who won, do you want to go ahead and keep that Wyvern Slayer halberd, or do you want to wager it if you think the next roll will be higher or lower than a 2?
Hi.
Higher.
We have the bet of higher. We have the bet of higher. Bowser is also betting higher. So, it comes down to this. I'm going to roll a separate D20. Where'd that red D20 go?
Ain't no stopping.
Where's that Game Slayer? Where's that Game Slayer D20 I was rolling before?
Oh yeah, that's true. All right, that might be the fall.
Where was it?
Oh, here it is. Here it is.
Here comes the downfall.
We're using this one. All right, here we go. This is to determine if this roll will be higher or lower than a 2. It is a 3.
Oh,
Barely.
Let's go.
That is a win. A win is a win. So it will be upgraded one more time. So instead of calling it the Wyvern Slayer, we'll call it the Skybane Halberd. This will give it a boost against any winged creature, any bird, or any winged foe. Instead of just
They
wyverns.
don't even have to be flying. They just have to have wings.
Yes.
Penguins, look out.
Dude, Irving's good.
That's why.
And there's a lot of them in
Entire
circulation
one.
right now.
Can they be dual wielded?
It is a pretty heavy halberd, I would say. Unless you're a dragoon or a class that specializes in those kind of weapons, I would say no. Some classes can, but it's based on class. So that is pretty impressive. And that was one,
You
2,
gotta
3,
develop
4,
moves that
5
counter
levels.
ground types, too.
That was 5 levels on that weapon. And
Yeah,
so
like
I
a magic
I
set that would
it
put
doesn't level up. It doesn't level up anymore.
Without
Without risk of it getting to a level to where it would be probably too good. Although it's already pretty good now. So I will give every character who won there one Skybane halberd that they can have for their very own. Use that. If you find yourself in a Spelljammer situation where you're on an airship and you're fighting some winged raiders, I assure you that weapon will more than serve you well. And so, congratulations everyone who navigated that tricky minigame to win a fantastic weapon. In the other campaign, Bowser's a paladin, so that would be an interesting weapon for a paladin to use as well. Would have been great against that dragon, though. Hey, if you ever face one again now, you'll definitely have a leg up in the damage department with such an incredible halberd. So fantastic. Good job everyone who won that. Simply amazing.
Yeah.
GG's.
GG's. So wow, let's do another round of that. That was amazing. If you guys want to do another set.
Down.
Yeah, we can go.
The night games are rolling tonight. As remember, while this is happening, they're all asleep, resting peacefully.
Next dragon getting wrecked.
Oh,
Wrecked.
it's getting absolute. It's getting housed. It's getting bodied
It's gonna get divided up amongst our party while alive.
while alive. Just dicing pieces off.
Yeah.
How do you think Zupinus LLC would fare against the Fellowship of the Mill if we took them out in like specific points, like we developed a whole operation to shut it down?
Mm.
And then our characters come in and excavate. We're all
Oh.
because we weren't there.
Well, I do want to.
And then we have to raise them to like go against Zupindus.
I don't ever want to see Honey Mustard meet the Khajiit. I'll kill him with a 6.
Oh dang! You hear that? The gloves are being dropped already.
But he's in another universe. Khajiit don't have to worry about all that.
I don't think my characters would get along. Junki and Slippy.
You don't think so?
No. I think Slippy would try to eat the salamander.
Oh no! He's like, what a cool looking salamander. Let me just get a little closer and
Hmm.
gone.
Junki's just like, what the fuck?
Nice, nice. So this time, for this,
Rumble.
for this,
All the
the
characters.
Royal
That'd be pretty
Rouge
cool.
Rumble. So what we'll do for this next item is I will offer up a Ooh, there's so many players. I can't give away something like that.
His character was saying he was the king of PvP.
That's true.
Give away something spicy. I will do a something I haven't done yet. I will do a simple corded necklace. This is a necklace that's basically just a thick cord of leather tied around the knot at the bottom that you would wear for ornamental purposes. Being a simple cord of leather as a necklace, I rolled a 12. Interesting.
Oh no, we knew
So-
who else was the cord.
With that 12, I want to ask everyone if you will keep that corded necklace, or if you will wager it to see if the next dice roll will be higher or lower.
Lower.
Lower?
I'm gonna say higher.
Would you roll a 12?
I did, and we have bets in the chat, one of higher and one of lower.
I go lower.
We have a second bet for lower.
Do you say lower as well?
Oh, I said
I
higher.
said,
Oh.
I said
I think everyone
Yeah,
says lower.
So we have
Gotcha.
2 for low, 3 for high.
No, 3 for low.
Oh, 3 for low, 2 for high, and
Lower.
all right, all bets have been placed. Now it is Sprinkle's turn to try to roll the dice. The target number is 12. Will it be higher or will it be lower? We'll find out this time. It is a 9. It is lower.
Boo!
Reroll the election.
Corded necklace.
Bowser again continues her winning streak as this simple corded necklace. If you lost, that item is erased from your inventory. But if you win, that corded necklace becomes a copper beaded necklace. It's made entirely out of copper beads. And if you had one of those if you had a thick neck, it would sit tight like a choker around your neck. But otherwise, it would just hang loosely as a copper beaded necklace. So now the target number is a 9. Of everyone who is remaining, who will bet on that to either be higher or lower. Or
Higher.
we have Sprinkles betting higher. We have Irving betting higher. And we have Bowser also
Higher.
betting higher. So we have 3 hires for this 9.
4.
Oh, we have 4. We have 4 players all betting higher on this. The stakes are pretty high as it's Irving's turn to roll the dice.
The stakes are pretty high.
There's 4
On
out of
this
6 are supposed to win.
higher.
Everybody voted higher.
It is a 16.
Nice.
Oh, everybody wins. Everybody
Let's go.
wins. Does it transform? Yeah. It's as far as how it looks on a character. If you have a move that transforms you into another type or something like that, it's like to scale.
It's like the Hulk shorts.
Yeah. It's to scale. So it would still be a copper beaded necklace on Bowser when she transforms into the were-hamster form. But now it's transformed. Everyone who won that copper beaded necklace becomes a silver locket, or with a small piece here where it's just a plate of circular silver. If you'd like, you can put something tiny inside of it. I mean, it has a thin silver chain, and the dice roll target is a 16. If you'd like, the 4 of you can keep your silver locket, or you can trade it back on the chance that you can bet whether it be higher or lower than a 16.
I'm rolling lower with this one.
We have a lower.
Yeah, lower.
We have a lower. We have 4 lowers, and it is Slippy's turn to roll on this. So, what will it be? What will it be? An 8.
Yes.
It is a success. All 4 players win. So that silver locket will now become. We'll call it a lunar locket. It is still a simple silver locket with the following ability: once per day at night. At night. once per day at night, you can use it, and it will charge up. It'll charge up like 1 free floating MP. You can spend an MP, I should say. It'll sit inside the locket, and it'll be an extra MP that you can spend for a spell or an ability.
Emergency magic.
A little emergency. For you guys, it'll be AP. For them, of course, it'll be MP because their characters in the other campaign are using MP.
Can I see
So-
fire?
That would make
The
my
dice roll
AP.
is an 8, y'all.
Emergency.
And so, let me ask you, this is a pretty good item right now. It's a pretty good item. Does anyone want to keep their lunar locket? Or will you trade it back on the chance that you can bet that next dice roll will be higher or lower than an 8?
Double it and give it to the next person.
I'm betting higher.
All right, we have some hires already. Bowser's channeling her inner Sailor Moon,
Higher.
calling that for the lunar locket. All right, did everyone say higher?
Everyone said higher.
All right, we have 4 votes for higher.
I sure
Oh.
hope I
Oh, wait,
don't.
she said lower. She said lower, didn't she?
No. She said.
Oh, that was for the
reminds
last
me of
bet.
Sailor
That was for the
Moon.
last bet.
Higher.
Thank you. I was looking earlier in the chat.
Yeah.
All right. So we have all bets for higher. Everyone's wagering their lunar locket. Drum, please roll the dice.
I am sorry if I disappoint you.
It is a 17.
Let's go.
Beautiful. Everybody wins again.
Nice.
Wow. As that lunar locket then evolves and moves up a step. And we'll call it the, instead of the lunar locket, we'll just call it the, we'll call it the necklace of moonlight. And what this does is it does the same thing where during the night, if it isn't charged already, you can spend 2 MP to put a charge on it. And then you can use that charge later on to restore 2 AP and heal 2 HP.
It's already at 17.
When
Nobody's
it's
rolled a 20 in a while,
when
so
it's
that's what I'm scared of.
charged, does it have a glow to it?
Yes, it would hum with a very faint pale glow, but you'd only be able to see it
It's the
at night.
At night. Nice.
So, the necklace of moonlight, or the moonlight necklace, we'll call it that. You guys can have that in your inventory. And again, a really good item, pretty powerful that you can use and use with your character. Or you can bet it that the next dice roll will be higher or lower than that 17.
Lower.
Is that a bet for you as well, Bowser? You're betting lower?
I'll bet lower.
Alright, if all my friends jump, I'll jump. I'll do lower.
All right. Whose turn is it to roll that? That got all the way around to... It's back to me. So this is level number 5 on this, is it?
Yep.
Wow. Okay. All right, y'all. Everyone is betting that their moonlight necklace, they're putting it on the line that this next roll is going to be lower than a 17. It is a 1.
Nice.
It is a
Let's
1.
go.
Everybody wins. Everybody wins. So now this is the maximum version of this night game, this item. So I'm going to give everyone, I'll call it the lunar eclipse necklace.
That sounds interesting.
So everyone who won gets that lunar eclipse necklace. It is the most leveled up version, which means that one time at night you can put 3 MP or 3 AP into the necklace to give it a charge, and then when you want to use it, it will restore you back 3 AP or MP and 3 HP.
Do you get
midnight.
the chance to?
What was it?
The lunar eclipse necklace?
No.
Do you get the chance to wager it?
No. It is ranked all the way up. Y'all are killing me
You
on
scared
these.
of that one?
I
You
keep
don't
rolling.
understand.
I keep rolling 17s and 1s and 16s and 3s.
Double it and give it to the next person.
Y'all are cleaning me out of these magical items right
What was
now.
it called again?
Lunar eclipse necklace.
How many accessories do we have?
You should have 3 accessory slots
Okay.
in this campaign. The other campaign, I know it may be 3 or maybe different. Congratulations, everyone, for getting these amazing magical items. I can't believe it. Y'all are making this game look easy right now, and I can't think of the last time. Has Bowser lost any of these yet? Has Bowser lost any yet?
I don't know.
Gone.
That's a good question.
Yeah, they gotta charge it themselves first. It starts out with no charge, so they have to use it that one time actively at night to activate the power, and then from there they can use it. They can use it when they'd like to use it. Pretty outstanding.
Let's go.
Amazing. So with time about it's getting close to 11 o'clock. So definitely had what an amazing round of night games. What an amazing sparring session that they had during the intermission. We should have recorded it. GGs to everyone who played in the night games, and did everyone walk away with at least an item or something good?
Yeah.
We had a couple things.
Good.
I
Fantastic.
want to give these Silver Knight boots to Egan.
Okay, Silver Knight's boots. You got it.
Yeah,
That's something. Being a squire, that's something he could definitely equip.
Do we want to wake up before the end of the night tonight?
Oh yeah, that's actually what is about to happen.
Hi.
And can I give him my silver dagger and I'll just swap out, or should I awaken for this trade to happen?
Yeah, you probably want to wake up. YouTube Premium's not ever signed in when I want it to be signed in. Well, that's right. I never started my computer.
100 mil. Yeah. It's just I got my maths.
I'm gonna turn the ads down. You don't be hearing no ads.
Because he could have got a 400, but.
You're very welcome. Thank you for coming out and playing. We appreciate your presence in the night games.
Yes.
100%.
If y'all were watching and you thought that was super awesome, super fun, you can definitely if anyone else who's watching wants to punch a ticket to a night game, just go in and spend that 1,500 mil down at the bottom. You can click on that little coin down there, and, next to that counter that keeps ticking up while you're watching. And there's a whole bevy of options that you can choose from. One of them is punching your night game ticket. If y'all ever want to hang out with us and playing some night games, and even if you don't have a character that's in a campaign, that's okay. You can still hang out and play with us, and you can try to win some of the other players some fantastic mill and some fantastic prizes.
Yeah.
So I definitely encourage anyone, if you want to take a look down there at all the different things that you can do to either punch a ticket or buy some shards for the group. Or use the Hand of Fate. Definitely appreciate everyone for hanging out and playing those night games with us. Simply amazing. GG. So coming to Sprinkles, you had been feeling your hands and bottom feet paws sort of moving around like this while you were sleeping, as you felt your body moving around while you were in the night games. But as your awareness slowly creeps back in, and that salty sea air enters your nostrils, and you start to hear that faint whooshing of water off in the distance, your eyes open, and sure enough, you're still in this dingy, rickety, damp dockside inn. It was called the Dingy Dockside. And the weather, although cool at night, was warm enough to where you didn't even need a cot or a blanket. So as you open your eyes and you slowly sit up, you feel well rested. You feel, you're fully healed, of course, because that was a long rest. Standing up and looking out the window towards the docks, you see ships littering the distant sea's horizon. Some look like they're drawing closer, some off in the distance, going left to right. You also see a dozen ships at least out in front of your view of this small, crudely cut window in the brick of the inn. Again, the salty sea air whooshes in, ruffling your fur as you look out wide over the busy dockside. There are sailor types unloading things from ships. You see a ship in some stage of repair. People up on top of the mast, coiling ropes and tying sails. Seeing people bustling out of your field of view with a carriage or holding heavy crates and barrels. You see guards everywhere. Some of them looking over the goods and supplies, standing around in small groups, talking with people, walking in small formations up and down through the dock, through the traffic, keeping watch, as the morning of Moffrin Port washes out in front of you from the window. As you're sort of putting your gear back on, looking out the window.
Can I use this moment to take a knee?
Sure.
Once a day.
A 2.
Oh.
Well, you do try to take a knee and cast a quick thought to any deities above that may be listening. The only thing that you hear is the tumultuous commotion of people outside. At about that same time, Slippy finds himself waking up. You were having incredible night games, playing with everyone around you. Sprinkles and Irving and Drum, as if they were there with you in your dream. It seemed so vivid and so real. You also saw a paladin there as well. And she was tall with wide shoulders and a stern expression on her face. She was there with the night games with you, as well as it was probably a rogue, though he was wearing a flared out cloak and one of those V-like cloth tunics and a lean angled swashbuckling hat with a feather in it. They were both there with you as well, rolling dice away, and you didn't really recognize them, but maybe you did. Have you seen them somewhere before in another dream?
Recruit them to our efforts. They did have some stupendous rolls.
Well, these are facts.
Yeah, definitely you can see that the luck was on their side, as that paladin certainly kept winning rare and incredible items. Her intuition seemed to prove her well each and every time. So incredibly fantastic that these strange visitors from another realm came to you in your dreams and then really showed you how it was done. As you wake up, you were kind of like there was like a tune or a melody in your mind as you were waking up. Because sometimes while you're sleeping or dreaming, you do try to think about different songs, different techniques, different ways to play with different instruments. So the first thing you do when you wake up and you sort of sit up at the cot is roll a d8 for a tune. Or is it a d10 now?
Oh, wait, just for tune?
Yeah.
I think it's still
Still a d8?
Shit. Oh, no, it's a d12.
D12 for tune. Let's go. A 5. So yeah, it's right there lingering in the back of your mind. It's almost like you can remember it. You know how it is when some dreams, and you wake up, they kind of fade out of your memory and drift away. You can already feel it seeping back into the recesses of your mind. As you get up and you start putting your armor on, you felt like you were in a bit of a fight during your
I'm going
sleep.
to use Raving Remembrance to spend 2 AP.
Okay.
For when I tune.
You got it?
So
Is that
just attempt to tune it again?
Yeah, is that a reroll?
No.
Raving Remembrance, that isn't a reroll on a tuning roll?
Well, actually, in the parentheses over here, it does have the R. I didn't know what that was for the reroll. If it was, that's one.
When you tune, 2 AP. Yeah.
Okay.
2 AP to attempt to cast it, to attempt to retune it.
Right,
You got it.
Oh, it's a D12.
Roll that again. It is a 10. It is a 10 on a D12. So I will give you a song for that. I'll give you the Song of Sunrise.
Hey.
Something that you can play right when you wake up in the morning, or when you see the sun crest over the horizon, to give you a bonus effect. Does anyone know the Song of Sunrise, by the way, off the top of their heads? Where's all the Zelda fans at in the chat, y'all? Who knows the Song of Sunrise?
Like left up, right, left up,
No, I'm thinking of Song of Storm.
Wilhelm
Of course,
automatically.
no.
Wilhelm
Of course.
Isn't
automatically.
it right down, and then that changes the day? I know in Majora's Mask you play the Song of Time at double time to change it, but that's
Say they're like, of course they know it.
Of course.
They know it. Of course they know it. Well, put it in the chat, and then we'll we'll we can look it up and verify, so we can get you a little bonus for reciting that right off the top of your head. And again, as Slippy was putting his gear on,
it's just Sun Song. That's what it's called.
oh, the Sun Song. So it isn't called Song of Sunrise?
No, it's just called Sun Song.
Okay.
I was right. It was right down up. Right down up. I didn't even need to look that up. I don't even know why I felt a challenge. I do it myself.
I will give you 1 rave point.
Let's go.
Hey.
I'm at 45 rave points. That's a rave skill.
Let's go!
Let's
Rave
go.
ability. Let's go.
Yeah,
Unlocking
dang.
rave powers.
I don't even know why I retain that knowledge. I'm never buying another Nintendo product. And I hope Nintendo hears me say that. And I hope somebody shows up.
Ooh, get dunked on.
Look, we're on Twitch, so we can talk about Prime Gaming. We can talk about all the fun games you see on Twitch.
Yeah.
But look, Nintendo does have a pretty some policies that some people don't always agree with.
I will buy plushies from them, though. And plushies be hidden. Might buy some cardboard for them, too. I do like breakdancing.
Man, what a raving ability.
Sick.
Is it cool if I keep it named Sunrise Song, though? Because I kind of like that more than Sun Song. Because Sun Song sounds like it belongs to or something. That's my song.
He still said his name, Song of Sunrise.
Yeah, I'll keep the song.
It just wasn't called that in Zelda.
Yeah. I knew it was something else. I just can't.
I thought
I know where you find that. You find it in the graveyard where the Gibdos are in Kakariko Village.
This is a slime ability called Raving Rewing. This incredible ability is a once a day 10 MP, and it will allow you to instantly return to the last inn or tavern that you were staying at, no matter where you are.
Oh, wow.
That's 2 teleportation abilities. Let's go.
Just like run out the
Can-
wilderness.
Can I still like grab people to like if I was like taking the whole Zupenis LLC with me? Or would it just be us 3, or is it just me?
For now, it's just a personal move you can do for yourself.
Alright. Same for the Revanctum one too?
That one's different though, because that was through kind of an enchantment or an effect inside the game. That one will allow you to, while they're all touching you, disappear and show up at the Revanctum.
Okay.
It has more link to the party. But this is just, it's for now, a personal ability you can use to where you'll just shoom, whoop, 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 and just appear right outside the doorway of the last inn that you stayed at.
So we're slipping through reality.
Nice.
And you got that guiding light ability.
I do. Laser beam.
So as Slippy, upon even getting up, is already thinking of tunes and things to play. His musical mind is still churning with curiosity. Irving is the next one to wake up. And again, it's more the smells and the sounds you hear than anything. The heavy shouting of deckhands out in the docks out around you. That same rhythmic crashing and whooshing of the water and the waves. The whistling wind coming off the ocean as it breaks through the tiny window over your cot. as you feel your consciousness returning, rousing from sleep, you can smell salt and moisture in the air. You can smell rope, leather, sweat. The frail bit of cloth under you is itchy against your feathers. As you sit up, you almost had a moment like you thought you were still in that dream. You had a brief reckoning of what happened during that encounter, that sparring mission, where you were fighting Slippy in the dream realm, and he hit you with such a bolt of electricity that it just stunned you to your core. Waking up, it's almost like you can still feel there was residual effects. So it was a dream, right? Right?
Life is weird.
So swing your legs around the cot. You can definitely hear the heavy rustling of people moving around outside. People catcalling, selling things out on the docks, like fish and fishing supplies, wood planks, basic navigating supplies, healing or survivalist gear. People selling all manner of different things, calling out their wares. Intermingled with the sounds of and the smells of Mothrin pork out there in front of you. And the last one to wake up would be Drum, so he's going to have to roll a d6 to see if he's a heavy sleeper.
Well, I'm glad you said that, because instead of that, remember the last time when I woke up into a meditation? I'd like to roll the d8 and do that again.
Go ahead. 4. As you feel sleep residing, you feel some of your sense of self, your consciousness coming back around. You already are breathing deeply, intently, your eyes still shut, trying to drown out all the sounds and focus your mind intently on everything yet nothing. And you do, in that sense that you can almost feel yourself sitting up for a second, and as you open your eyes, you can look down and see yourself still sleeping there. Are you still in a dream? Are you meditating? As you feel yourself standing up, you look down and you can almost see through yourself, as if your whole body is strangely translucent. Turning back around, that Drum lying there on the cot in this dimly lit, dingy inn room, still sleeping soundly away.
In this form, I'd like to just follow the duck and see what he's up to.
Can I tell if anything's following me like that?
So what you'll have to do then is turning towards the wall. Walk straight through the wall into the room next to you. As soon as you walk up to it, there's that moment where you see nothing but the dark gray of the inside of the slab of stone. And then before you know it, you're in the room next to yours, as if you passed harmlessly through the wall. And you can see Irving still sitting back straight, upright. His ears, his head cocked as if he's listening for something. But he doesn't seem to notice that you're there. You open your mouth and go to speak, but no sound comes out.
Interesting.
Use blind sense.
Yes. We're going ghost hunting. Oh crap! It was a D8, right? Yes. D8. 4.
Yeah, I mean, you hear the wind whipping off of the ocean, the boisterous sounds of commotion outside. Yet as you're sitting there, breathing deeply, you get the strange sense or sensation that there's something else in the room with you. You stand up, and you watch him stand up, and looking around for a second at seemingly nothing. But as soon as you forget that feeling, it passes. And then you feel like you're alone in the room.
Life is weird, man.
Roll one more d6. 6. Roll it again.
Let's go.
So this time you turn and you walk straight through his closed door. Although the sun, is up behind you, and with the beautiful blue sky, with some dark bit of clouds off in the horizon, back off in the distance. It looks like Mothrin Port is, it's only been morning for maybe a couple of hours. But the waves still crashing down against the docks. The whole streets around, the whole section of dock around you busy. People walking straight through you, talking, chattering amongst themselves. On your 6, 4 and a 1. A trio of guards that were walking towards the dock off on your right. they stop a pair of sailors, deckhands, who were both carrying a heavy piece of timber. The guards, say, "Hey, you there, stop for a second." It's like, "We're looking for some suspicious people we thought may have come into the city just a couple nights ago. What have you seen? What strange things have you spotted?" And then they're like, "Oh, well, we just came in from the ship just an hour ago. Oh, we have no idea what you're talking about." It's like, "We're just here to restock. We'll be headed back across the ocean after a 4th hour." And the guards are like, "Carry on, carry on." And as the two deckhands carry on, carrying their heavy log, the guards, casting suspicious glares out amongst the crowd, start walking out in a fan, asking other people about things. And then as you blink, your eyes suddenly open up and you're staring up at the ceiling of your tavern room in the dingy dockside. It was called the dingy dockside, but the sign had been worn and faded, so now it really just says the dingy dockside. As you sit up, sort of stretching your muscles a little bit, geez, that seems so real. But were you dreaming? It's so hard to tell. It felt like you were there. But as you stand up and you cautiously glance out the window, you see those guards walking away about 30 paces out up ahead, stopping another gaggle of merchants, asking them questions, though you can't really hear them at this distance. So much busyness happening around you out in the city. It seems that they're looking for something.
Alright. Well, when I walk out, I would like to quickly let the band know that we're wanted. Or at least to be careful.
So everyone roll one more d6.
It's a 4.
A 1. Battles the 1 into a 1 and hits a 3. Battles the 1 into a 3 and hits a 3. Look at all the threes.
Threes day in it.
Let's
Threes
go.
day. So as you tucking your hood over your head, you step outside just long enough to walk across the small dock lake. I mean, it's open in front of you as far as the docks. You're on the side of the inn, so if you were to keep walking, you would turn the corner there and you would see the main street of Moffrin Port Town. But instead of doing that, you just take 3 steps over to the next door and not even knocking, swing it open. Irving is in there getting his gear and everything together. With your hood still over your head, with a low scowl, you say, "Hey, get ready. I think they're looking for us."
Epic.
So as you continue to let everyone else in the group know, and again, it's a thrusting of the door open, and Slippy and Irving are like, Slippy, something's up, I think they're looking for us. And then going to get Sprinkles to let him know the same thing.
Drum, who do you think will win in a fight? A slime or a bird?
I'm pretty sure we all know the answer to that.
You were there for that? Good day.
I'm Team Slippy all the way.
I go to shake your hand. I don't even know if you know where it is.
Oh gosh.
I reach out to your wing.
Nice.
It was quite the amazing dream battle. Again, we did it during the intermission, so you didn't really get a chance to see it. But if they decide to do any sparring events and any night games in the future, we'll definitely stream those so everyone can get a good opportunity to
I'll
see
give
what's
you
going on.
Seth's orb.
What is it? What?
You remember Seth from 5?
Yeah.
Well, where he's got that yin yang symbol. Orb
Become a part
Oh
of it.
yeah.
You have that now.
I have that.
Yeah.
For what?
What is that item? Is that an item that you have?
That's the item you gave me.
Yep, you got it.
Jeez.
Yeah, you do more martial stuff and.
So, as the 5 of them, now Egan and Toe, are standing in Slippy's room.
I'll tell Egan to put on those silver boots I got.
Yep, he's got on the Silver Knight's boots. And as the 5 of you are deliberating what to do next, it seems that for some reason, the guards here in the town are either looking for you or looking for some strange people that came into the town just a night or 2 ago. And so, as everyone is deliberating what actions they're going to take, do you guys want to do any of your caravan rolls or any of your NPC rolls?
Yeah, that stuff will
Yeah, that'd be good.
Nice. Nice. So, as far as the caravan, the two merchants that are running the caravan are Sting and Kling. And so they have leveled up since the last time you have gotten to roll this. So instead of rolling 2d6s, it's 2d8s.
Khajiit has ways if you have coins.
Khajiit has ways if you have coin. So who will roll for Sting and who will roll for Kling?
I want to do Sting.
I'll roll for Kling.
All right, you can roll a d8. An 8. An 8.
Don't reroll.
Beautiful. Roll it again. And a 3. Are you gonna battle that?
Yeah.
Oh.
Hops over it with a rail slide.
bit more accuracy. Okay.
Oh, missed it again, but hit the 2. So on Sting's 3,
You didn't see that.
on Sting's 3 roll, again, he's the more conservative of the two brothers, and so a 3 then will net you.
8 and 9.
Well, I'm doing the 3 first. The 3 will net you 225 mil.
Hey.
For Kling, the more harsher and more astute merchant of the two, the more one that drives for deals and seeks to get bargains, the more penny pincher of the brothers. And there are two brothers that they enlisted way earlier ago to travel with the caravan, to oversee its business operations, and they can issue orders to the caravan as well, to travel to certain points, to either meet them or to keep conducting their business. So with an 8 on that roll, I will give you, man, see you next time. We're about to close up shop ourselves here. It is right at 11 o'clock. So for an 8 on that, I will give you 435 mil.
Oh,
Nice. Now there is a roll.
No, he got
Now for the other two of you, there still is a
no,
roll.
but don't we add those up and divide them amongst the 4 of us?
Oh,
Yeah, you can.
you can?
You
Yeah.
both have that mill, so you decide how that works.
I mean,
Y'all rolled it.
Yeah.
Isn't that what we've been doing?
Yeah, the
Yeah, okay.
All right. So how much did you get?
I got 225.
And how much did I get?
450. Right?
Wait, how much did you get?
435.
435. My bad.
Okay, so 435 plus what?
225.
660.
Split up amongst the 4 of us. We each get 165.
Cool.
Nice. Everyone gets 165 mil. Now for Slippy and for Sprinkles, there are still a roll for Riston the Elf Scholar and Scalarin the Dwarf Blacksmith.
I'll roll for the scholar.
Okay,
Alright.
and Slippy can roll for the Blacksmith. Roll each of you roll d6. That is a 6.
Hey.
That is a 4, and you can roll your 6 again.
You want me to hit it?
Where's the 6 at?
You want to take the
Alright, the 6 is on this side, so you might be able to get it.
Swings and misses and hits the 2. So Riston on a 6, she's gonna get some experience here.
What roll do we get? 160?
Or 165.
Riston's gonna get 15 experience, and she has been poring over that storybook you had provided for her and read the whole thing, though she didn't really think that there was anything inherently magical about the book. The stories definitely teach life lessons with their dark, macabre twists that they all have at the end. She also, as far as let's see what else she can do here. She also, in the caravans trading back and forth, acquired a book.
Nice.
And so she can have that book in her inventory, or if you want to, have that item kind of sent to you, it can be sent to you as well. But it is just a, we'll say it's a crafting book. It is a, and we'll call it the, it's called the Ropestead. It's a book of how to make things with rope or corded leather or thin strips of hide, how to tie things, how to bind things down, how to tie knots, how to do lots of special different things with rope and with material like that. So she just happened to uncover it or get it in a trade earlier in the caravan, so something that she just uncovered. And you rolled a 4 for Scalarin the Dwarf. He is going to get he's going to get 10 experience. And he, let's see what abilities he has. We are going to give him the ability to try to repair any items or any armor, any gear that he gets from the trades or from buying from people. So we're going to say that he did trade for 1 iron chest plate, and he repaired it. So now the caravan has an iron chest plate.
Nice.
I'll put that on his person. All right, and at this point, the caravan had already landed at Shunrin Port. Okay, and so as of this morning, once they finished conducting their business, they were going to start heading east across the desert continent to get to Mothrin Port. Though it would take them a day or two.
Okay. So are we just gonna stay here for a day or two and wait for them, or?
While we wait for them, we can procure a ship that they can run and we can travel with.
And we can go fishing.
And we can go fishing. And we wouldn't have to worry about the ship because then we'd have them to do it while we fish.
Well, there's also the threat of us being wanted people.
That's why we're just going to stay hidden for the next 2 days.
We're just
But do you stay hidden or do you procure a ship?
Who are we wanted?
We
from?
can do both.
We're in Mothrin Port. Mothrin Port's
can
kind of
sneak
small,
around.
so
And that's true. We
I mean,
don't
I
even
would-
wanted.
yeah.
We have to be
Pretty
wanted
cool.
from like a bigger entity, like the king of
That's good.
somewhere or something.
I didn't sneak around.
So
We
we
could
could just pretend to be someone else.
That's the other thing, yeah. We don't even know if they're looking for us. We could just fake our identities.
we could just ask them why they're looking for people, because I don't really think we've done anything since we got here except for go to sleep.
And it's close to the desert and stuff, so we can just wear our sand masks. Just
True.
be like, oh yeah, we were in the desert.
Well, the other guy did come for us, and we had hardly done anything at that point too. But then we found out our destinies were linked to the world spell, so they may be trying to be enticed by that.
They,
to do
yeah,
it.
they're just just on the wrong
Interesting
side of
thought.
We
this.
could find out who they've been questioning about it and find out who their chain of command is and go to them first.
So
before
it
they
sounds
get to
like
us.
the framework of the next session's plans are already being laid out. As far as what they'll do, as far as procuring a ship, navigating Mothrin Port Town, figuring out the plots of who has asked the guards to comb through the city, looking for strange new visitors. So a lot of questions to be answered.
No, let's fight them right now. Let's go. No, I'm
Slippy's
taking down
ready to
every
go.
guard
He's
I
ready
see.
to go. So definitely thank
Yeah,
everyone.
absolutely.
Sorry about
They
those
looking for the
technical
wrong
issues we
ones
had earlier in the
today.
stream.
Thanks,
We definitely thank y'all for sticking around and checking us out. Please check us out on Twitch. Follow as well as give us a like on the YouTube channel, YouTube/StevieMill Plays. And go back and check out this episode if you want to go back and play it back. I want to thank our fantastic night game participants who punched their night game ticket tonight, Wilhelm and Bowser. Y'all did amazing. Thank you so much. I hope everyone has a great night and a great week. Everyone be good and be kind. And we will definitely see everyone next time!